Finding an isekai without a single boring episode feels impossible. Yet, these flawless masterpieces exist. Here are 6 isekai anime with absolutely 0 bad episodes. Kicking off our list at number 6, Kemono Michi, Rise Up. Professional wrestler Genzo Shibata is suddenly summoned to a magical fantasy world by a princess in desperate need of a hero. Instead of accepting the noble quest to slay terrifying beasts, the massive animal lover immediately suplexes the princess. Refusing to harm any creature, Genzo abandons his heroic destiny to open a pet shop. Joined by a wolf, a dragon, and a vampire, he spends his days capturing dangerous monsters to domesticate them, applying wrestling techniques to untamed magical beasts. This show is an absolute masterclass in subverting tired genre expectations. The sheer absurdity of watching a muscular fighter German suplex a griffin never gets old, providing relentless comedic gold. Studio Engi nailed the vibrant animation, ensuring the wrestling choreography feels heavy, impactful, and surprisingly fluid. It never takes itself too seriously, prioritizing pure entertainment and ridiculous character dynamics over tedious global politics. Every single episode delivers consistent laughs, making it an incredibly refreshing and highly addictive binge watch. Moving down the rankings to number 5. Problem children are coming from another world, aren't they? 3 teenagers possessing extraordinary psychic powers are bored with their mundane human lives. Suddenly, Izayoi, Asuka, and Yu receive mysterious envelopes that transport them to Little Garden, a dazzling dimension where communities battle in high-stakes games. They are recruited by Black Rabbit to save her struggling faction from total ruin. Using their immense gifts, the rebellious trio challenges powerful gods, mythical creatures, and rival guilds to reclaim stolen territory, restore lost honor, and conquer the ultimate magical tournament. What makes this series brilliant is the immediate power fantasy. Instead of watching weak protagonists slowly level up, we get arrogant badasses who already completely overpower their enemies. Izayoi is phenomenally written, bringing a cocky yet fiercely intelligent energy that dominates the screen. The vibrant art style and rapid pacing guarantees 0 dull moments. By focusing entirely on high-octane mind games and explosive arena battles, it completely bypasses standard filler episodes. It remains wildly entertaining until the absolute end. Breaking into our top 4 at number 4. Log Horizon. 30,000 Japanese gamers are abruptly trapped inside the virtual reality MMORPG known as Elder Tale. Unlike typical survival games, death here merely results in respawning, creating a chaotic society utterly devoid of law and order. Shiro, a brilliant master strategist and socially awkward veteran player, decides to bring stability to the server. He forms the Log Horizon Guild, using tactical politics, clever economic manipulation, and complex raid mechanics to establish a functioning government and protect vulnerable lower-level players. Forget mindless sword swinging, because this anime thrives on supreme intelligence. It perfectly captures the authentic feel of a real multiplayer game, focusing heavily on guild treaties, crafting systems, and massive raid coordination. Shiro is a phenomenal protagonist whose calculated machinations make every political negotiation thrilling to watch. Studio Satellite built a phenomenal narrative that relies on diplomacy rather than brute force. Every single episode meticulously builds the lore, ensuring the complex plot never wastes your precious viewing time. Continuing the countdown at number 3, Outbreak Company. Shinichi Kanu is a devoted otaku with vast knowledge of anime, manga, and video games. After applying for a mysterious job, he is kidnapped and transported to the Holy Eldant Empire, an enchanting fantasy realm filled with elves, dwarves, and dragons. The Japanese government appoints him as their cultural ambassador, tasking him with spreading otaku culture throughout this magical land to foster trade. Using his profound geek knowledge, Shinichi introduces manga to knights and creates schools dedicated to fandom. This show cleverly parodies the entire anime industry while delivering a genuinely wholesome and captivating story. It blends hilarious comedy with surprisingly deep social commentary regarding cultural imperialism and class discrimination. Studio Feel crafted gorgeous visuals, making the cultural clashes visually stunning. The concept of solving political conflicts with manga volumes is pure genius. There are absolutely no wasted moments here. Every episode pushes the unique cultural integration forward, resulting in a perfectly paced and deeply satisfying comedic journey. Crashing into our top 2 at number 2. Overlord Momonga is a dedicated player who stays logged into the virtual reality game Yggdrasil until its servers permanently shut down. Instead of being disconnected, he discovers the game has become completely real. Trapped inside his skeletal undead avatar, he realizes the non-player characters now possess genuine emotions and absolute loyalty. Adopting the legendary name Aints Owalgaun, he commands his terrifying guild of monsters from the Great Tomb of Nazarick, launching a ruthless campaign to conquer this new world. This magnificent dark fantasy flips the script by making the protagonist the ultimate final boss. Watching Aints mercilessly crush arrogant humans with godlike magic is incredibly satisfying. Madhouse delivered breathtaking character designs and atmospheric world building that keeps you hooked instantly. There are 0 weak episodes because the political manipulation, brutal conquests, and dark psychology are woven together flawlessly. It masters the overpowered main character trope, offering a gripping, villainous perspective that leaves you constantly craving the next brutal massacre. And finally, reigning supreme at number 1, the Vision of Escaflowne. High school track star Hitomi Kanzaki is abruptly transported to Gaia, a mystical planet where Earth hangs in the sky like a moon. She quickly meets Van Fennel, a young prince who commands Escaflowne, a towering mechanical dragon suit. The tyrannical Zybok Empire invades, forcing Van and Hitomi into a brutal war for survival. Using her mysterious tarot cards and latent psychic abilities, Hitomi guides the resistance forces as they battle massive mechas to prevent the total destruction of Gaia. This legendary classic practically defined the genre before the modern boom even began. Sunrise Animation crafted a timeless masterpiece, blending sweeping romance, intense mecha combat, and epic fantasy into one flawless package. The orchestral soundtrack by Yoko Kanno is breathtaking, elevating every single emotional beat. There is absolutely no filler here. Every episode pushes the devastating war forward with incredible stakes. Its mature storytelling and phenomenal hand-drawn artwork make it the absolute peak of isekai anime that demands respect. These 6 isekai prove you never have to suffer through terrible filler to find an absolute masterpiece. From brutal conquests to intense political mind games, every single episode hits extremely hard. Which of these flawless shows is your absolute favorite? Drop your top pick down below.